You may not be aware, Mr. Governor, just last Christmas, you make millionaires will vote for me. Just that Obamas, we call it Obamas. That is the best local rice in Nigeria. Because of this road, last Christmas, people were coming all over the world, all over Nigeria, to come and buy Obamas. And even those people that were producing rice, they buy Obamas and they rebag it. If you move this way now to Akwa and Mbada, you see new houses springing up, all kinds of Soludo. Mr. Governor is very ready to note now since the time of Adam and Eve. No vote for Ofemili and they cannot. We had no road to work on. But just last week, courtesy of Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, we had what we called Cannot Work for Life with Soludo, and we worked from here to Amansea. In the past, Mr. Governor, in the past, we used to see people do work. Now, Abuja, Victoria Island, Ikoyi, today is possible. No vote Ofemili, courtesy of Soludo. So, Mr. Governor, the people of Cannot, we are forever indebted to you, Mr. Governor. God bless you. Thank you very, very, very much, Mr. Governor. We are saying 4 plus 4 plus 8, up. Because one of the other, the man, Mr. Commissioner for Homeland Affairs, Ibakeba, Chief Chikobiamara, because Mr. Governor, sir. 2 years ago or more, Mr. Governor, na-ekwu na a ga-alụ ụzọ awụọ ọnya kwota from Amansea to Ofemili. Ansị ka m na-enye anya mana enwere mgbe obi isi ike maka na ama m onye ọ bụ before. Malụ nọ ife o kwuru ka ọ na-eme gịnị ka ọ na-eme. Ife eme mụ bụ na m bịa eme anya fụkwa ụzọ adị. Nsị hei na onye ọbụla alụwụla ụzọ anụnwa na ọ ya arafukwe igwe ewele na ndị be anyị na-akpụ ya iwe mkpụsị rafuo igwe na onye a ga-esinye mgbume o wee siwe anya bụ ite sigidi osi ya anya bụ mgbume ha ndị be anya azụ ncheta igwe Chike Akabueze mgbe anyị na-ekwu okwu ọbịa ọ daido mmiri dalite ebe a leta igwe ekene ndị igwe na anya abịabebeghị. Governor Chukwuma Soludo akpọrọ ndị Anambra bịabeghị under minutes. Igwe Chileze eze kwesịrị mmadụ agwụna ịbụ na gọvanọ achịrị Anambra bịabeghị under minutes. Biko unu anya m akara nke unu mara okwu aga mana etu o si mmepe ebe a ka o si eme n'obodo niile dị iche iche. Unu anya anyị enwere ndị minista ebe a, anyị enwere very big millionaires, anyị enwere people ọya bụ agba agwa Nigeria niile anụ, mana gọvanọ anyị bụ ọgbọ ogbenye. O lere anya ebe a fụka ume dị anyị. Ọ sị na nke anyị ji oko bụ agrikọlchọ, onugbu anyị na-alụ ọlụ rice, ọlụ ji, ọlụ akpụ, na ya ga-eme ka ọ pụta ibe n'ụwa niile. Ọkwa emego ya Governor, you are a pathfinder. You are a trailblazer. God will continue to be with you. Ndị Anambra niile bụ ndị na-elejere anya n'ọkwa gọvanọ. Let me tell you, Governor Soludo ọgba ticket, ọgba form for second term. Ịgba form, sorry bụ afa gị. maka na Anambra niile ga-eji vote turbe gị ma ike na anapo. Governor, you are going to lead the people of Igbo land to the center of Nigerian politics. I'm a prophet. You didn't come on. Even God will be easy. And make a new because everybody. Allah to check you gonna what? And you're not feel like you good. I am going over here. And when I love you, if I love because you will not go to walk up governor. Well, I reach you up all your Kenyan Zunia. Because now we were in Makotuna Zunia. I can name the governor. Dalusa. Because people I got no the house member. The member representing the good people of Okanas. All the people who cannot. Because one can go. Arabia Kacham, Zonu, Mr. Governor, Professor Chukuma Charles Sododo, I know can maybe more cannot. Oh my God, who doesn't know your cannot. Okay, for Lina, Buddha, baby. No cannot know that Anambra. Anya makara oguno okwanya ati ni baba na aka na oturo gido onyo governor emeje jibulu soludo ku eme oto can be governor oto ga ke di Geneva mere politics mono ye nka no wa bo non okwanya non oyobu omori ya ajo eja ku gozibo ọbụrụ azụ ọbụrụ anụ ka anyị onye gọvanọ ihe anyị agwọbụ ihe anyị obi obi votu elekshọn na-abịa ọgbata ahụhụ ebe a maka obutere ahịhịa mmiri anyị abụ ndị ọka n'ọta ataga abụ n'ụzọ ọzọ ụbọchị taa nke bụrụ obodo mgbe gara aga na-asị na nwanne anyị nọ na ọ ya alụ ya onye ọzọ bụ nwanne anyị nke Chukwu ji aka anyị wee bịa n'ụzọ ọdụ otu a Mr. Governor, amara m ihe m na-eji kelee mana ọchọ Chineke zuru ịkwụrụ ụgwọ ihe anyị na-ayọ dị ka Chineke nye gị ike n'elu ike arụ ike n'elu arụ ike maka na aka n'ọta ama chefenete elu n'arụ Mr. Governor etu onye ewutebe biko Peter Mr. Governor, there is a commissioner that you chose to make sure that your deal about roads in Anambra State is done well. Let me invite Mr. Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifani Ukoma, Kogo Island Koku, the contractors. Mr. Governor, sir, the Deputy Governor, members of House of Assembly present, and all members of ESCO. Today, Mr. Governor, on behalf of the Ministry of Works, we hereby present to you 26 kilometers Amansea of Ofemili Road, awarded on September 5th, 2022, mobilized to site, flagged off on September 17th, mobilized to site on October, completed in February, within the records. Let me say, sir, that this road has stone built all through. We are the floodplain and had additional 5 culverts, some measuring 3 meters by 3 meters. Size culvert, which my people will refer to as mini bridges, and is on an embankment of about 3 meters for a stretch of 1 kilometer. It's difficult engineering, but it was able to be completed within the time. This is one of the first projects in the country that is completed within the budget and within the time schedule. And this is possible because Mr. Governor honors the certificate every time it is due. We pay certificates within 21 days, world records all over the world. The world international accepted standard is 28 days, but we beat the world record. And this contract was awarded to great engineering that leads to development, Guild Construction Company Limited. Please, I hereby also present to you the contractor.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Governor of Anambra State, Deputy Governor, all, Your Excellency, sir, I will make it short for everybody. I just want to express our deep appreciation for you, for the Minister of Work and Infrastructure, to give us all the opportunity to be part of the solution of Anambra State. We really appreciate your all effort. We really appreciate your commitment to release the fund on time and to give us the advantage to finish also on time. Without your support, without the ministry support, we cannot finish on time. I want to use this also even to thank all the community along the route. They support us, they cooperate with us along all the 16 months that we are here. We are happy to be here, and we ask you, Your Excellency, to have more problems to solve it for you. We are ready to be with you for all the solutions that you want. We assure you the best quality of the work. We assure you more than 10 years that the road will be even 15 and 20. But we want to appeal for something from the community. Please don't block the drains. I observe along my visit today, a lot of places of the drains along the road has been blocked by the people. They put laterite and block the drains. The main reason to fail of any route is the water. If we don't give access to the water to flow, we are causing the damage of the road. So please, all of us suffer in this road before. In the first day that I came here, take me 4 hours to reach from the beginning to the end. Today I can do it in 20 minutes. But if you don't support us, this road will not lapse a lot. So please, I appeal from all of you. Your Excellency, thank you very much. We really appreciate.
I hereby invite Mr. Governor. Ladies and gentlemen, because we are Ofemili, we are the man with the magic wand, the rep of the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Charles Chukuma Soludo CFR, Mr. Soludo, Mr. Soludo.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi. Kedebe bido. Okanot kweno. Okanot mono. Zuono. Kachano. Igwe. Let me say the Igwe. Na ndị Igwe na ebe a, because afọ m Igwe ndị ọzọ bịa nọnyere abịambeghị. PG anyị abịabeghị. APGA APGA Kokoroko. Chiafogo pana above Ofemili today. Chiafogo na above Ofemili. Chiafogo no cannot. Thank you very much. Chiafogo. Ndị above Ofemili ekene m unu. Unu anọchi n'efa. Ụmụaka. Ọkụ mmụọ Bible. Sam, anywhere, Sam. I love you guys. I love you. Oh, the future of our society, all these children, school children. You know. So, let me aga m asụ ya n'Igbo sụkwuo n'oyibo maka anọ m na onwe ndị na-ege ife anyị na-ekwu na-anọrọ ebe a, so na anyị kwute ya n'Igbo anyị kwutu n'oyibo maka na tata bụ ụbọchị aṅụrị, tata bụ ụbọchị gịnị? Today history has been made and it's a joyous one. This trip, for me, throughout my days as governor of Anambra State, this trip to Ofemili today will be evergreen in my memory every day because it is historic. This is the community in Anambra, and we passed through 5 of them today, that you could say since the creation of Adam and Eve, haven't seen tarred road this way. And today, we are here 26 kilometers with the best quality ever could be constructed, and I am able to come to Ofemili that used to take 3-4 hours to travel. I am able to make it in less than 20 minutes. It is a historic trip, and I am very, very, and let me say this, for those listening to us, one of the reasons I persisted in contesting for the office of Governor of Anambra is because of Oka North and because of Ofemili. Thank you. 2010 January, precisely, I traversed Ofemili, and the question in my mind all through that one-day trip, I couldn't believe that there was still anywhere like this in Anambra State. I couldn't believe it. And several years after, 11 years after, I came again on a campaign, and I was stopped at Benebe for the entire local government. We couldn't go further. It was rainy season. To go from Amansea to Benebe took more than an hour because you would be dancing. You wouldn't know whether you end in a ditch or on the road. Because of Oka North, because of Anambra, and because of Obaru, these 3 local governments, when I traversed Anambra in 2010, I believe that there were still places like this in Anambra. And I pray to God that if you give me the opportunity, even for 1 month to be governor here, I will wipe away the tears from these people. I will wipe off their tears. And by the grace of God, the platform under which I became governor happened to be APGA, the foremost progressive party in Nigeria. The party, the motto is be your brothers and sisters keeper. Onyaya na nwanne onulube nwanne nye menegene. We stand for the poorest of the poor because a system is as strong as the weakest link. And that is why we put much priority. One of the first roads that I had to commission, to be constructed, the one at Opoko. On Monday, Opoko, the biggest slum in the southeast, if not in Nigeria, with over 1 million people, the most despicable urban squalor. But we are regenerating it. Several, more than 10, 12 kilometers of road, 15 kilometers going on, but about 12 now nearly completed, with the pipe-borne water, with electricity, with a general hospital, and so on, will be in Opoko. These people were abandoned. Next week, we will be going to Nzam, Anambra West, local government. The only local government headquarters I know in Nigeria that you can drive to. But we are determined we'll be at about Nzam, probably by end of next week. But here in Ofemili, the major food basket of Nigeria, but nobody could access it. Today, as I stand here, it's a very emotional visit for me. Very emotional. that we could now, the Reverend Father, who was here before, Father Coleman, told us a story. Father, no. He told a story. He told a story at a church. How when he lived here, it used to take him 3.5 hours to go to Oka. And sometimes he would have to trek because there was no vehicle to bring him home. You couldn't drive to this place. Today, the quality of road that Anambra hasn't seen is the quality that we are doing not only all over Anambra, but also here now, bringing us to Ofemili. Ofemili ekene no. Tata abiam na bono. Asem emana onye achọrọ ịta afụfụ. I think all the women onwere ife my deputy nọ na-atakwunye m ebe a. Ọ sị na ọ na-abụ na kitas na ndị na-epostuzi ndị mmadụ ama ejizi m Ofemili eyi mmadụ egwu. Na ọ na-abụ onye mee isi ike achọ ịta ya afụfụ asị oke m mee postu ụtọ Ofemili. Bo also my deputy na-atakwunye m kita. So kita today with this visit, with this historic accomplishment, Ofemili will no longer be the kind of the posting that people think, okay, this is a special punishment. Now, when you are posted to Ofemili, in 20 minutes you come from Oka to Ofemili. But more importantly, you will have food in abundance. The best rice ever in Nigeria. And the second best in the world in Ofemili. I will now be coming to Ofemili more often. But, eventually, I understand you have an issue, boundary issue, just a few meters away with the Enugu State. That's what the Reverend Father was referring to. This must be resolved. The Deputy Governor is chair of the Boundary Commission for the state, and I understand there is an active engagement with the people of Enugu State, and we'll be able to solve that problem once and for all. We should be able to solve that problem once and for all. We should be able to solve that problem once and for all with our neighbors and so on. I know because you have good fertile land. Your land is fertile. So no one will be surprised if somebody else wants to take part of it. But we are going to resolve it amicably. I am going to Ofemili. As of I'm able governor Makonwa. Kai fichao na anyamili. As of I'm able governor Makonwa. Nje Boko. On Monday Mejo Boko. And end of next week in Jenzam. Anambra West. Obaru. And Oka North. The 3 local governments in Anambra that require very special attention. Very special attention. Very special attention. Because they seem to have been the weakest link in the chain. But weep no more. Because solution is Makana solution emegogene. Solution emegogene. Yes. Yes. When they said you couldn't get to Ofemili, that they didn't have a third road to them since the creation of Adam and Eve, I said to them, until I come. When they said you couldn't get to Nzam, the only local government headquarters in Nigeria that you can drive to, I said, until I come. And we are going there. I said Okpoko was going to be such a despicable squalor and slum. We are giving life to them. They have now renamed Okpoko. The residents said it's no longer Okpoko. It's now New Heaven. No, it's a New Heaven. But I will get there. Ogadema. We are doing over 400 kilometers of road in all the 21 local governments. Yes. We are doing over 400 kilometers of road in 21 local governments simultaneously. And by this weekend, by my second anniversary, we would have completed over 240 kilometers, delivering an average of 10 kilometers a month, every month that we have been in office. And the quality that Anambra has never seen before. Subcement stabilization with serious stone base before asphalting. Guaranteed to last for long. Now, the contractor said something. Only if a contractor kulu. Okulu kocho kilo and last more than 20 years. Uno chokwale last more than 20 years. Ndi cannot, you have work to do. Ndi obodo obuna, obula every weekend. See, make sure na ekpocha gota dị n'akụkụ nke bono. Uno na anụkwu ya. Maka na if your drainage or the field up, mmiri ebido ịgba n'ilo, ịwụsa n'ilo, ọwụsa n'ilo, o mebie dị ilo. Uno na aghọta ya. So si na ekpochi ya, iweta ife, you don't carry your refuge, you wunye into the drainage. Okay? Ogadema. Ogadema. It is well. Anambra, with the light of the nation, we are determined and very focused to give Anambra and put Anambra on the map. Yes, for 2 years. We're still a year plus. Still some days to come before we celebrate our second anniversary. On our second anniversary, we'll be able to roll out on the Anambra the major footprints over the last 24 months. But what is remarkable is that those footprints were accomplished without borrowing. Without borrowing. For 24 months, we deliberately refused to borrow, despite the fact that we had the approval of the State House of Assembly to do so. But we refused to borrow because we decided to be very deliberate and put our public finance in order. Firmly in order. And we're only going to borrow when it is concessional and when it goes to finance projects that we will pay back the loan. We're providing a template in that regard. And so far now we'll spend 2 years doing feasibility studies for the projects, bankable projects. And we'll be rolling out, we'll be changing gear later this year. Manandi Anambra, if I'm now going no, bona kobo bono unu tinyala anyị n'aka, anyị ga-egosi unu ebe ọ dị. Ọkwụ na ya, kobo bono unu tinyala anyị n'aka, anyị ga-eme gịnị? Egosi unu ebe ọ dị. Maka na anyị bụ the light of the nation. Ọ bụ Ofemili kwuo etu o si dị m n'obi tata. Ịma na ama na ana. Mana ife a m bịara ọ bụ Ofemili tata. Like I said, I am the greatest day, the greatest joy I've had. Makana, promise made, promise kept. Promise made, promise kept. Yeah. Promise made, promise kept. Na uzo aga beto abo Ofemili. And I beg to abo Ofemili. Amu au chale nwa for. I beg mo abo Ofemili tata. Emeze una cholom. Unu ga-achọ m ebe mma na-abịa kọrọ isi nke m. Na gịnị? Na gịnị na unu ga-eme gịnị? Fa ga-enye m. Oh, na ya enye m 1,000 plots ebe m ga-akọrọ isi. Aga m abịa na mbịazie unu enye m ebe mụ na igwe kedu ebe nke a ibe anyị na-amasị ebe ọrụ ọ bụla ụfọdụ imefe anyị rent ebiri ebe a wee na-akọrọ isi nke anyị gbọ na okay okay mba thank you very much PG sị na ya ga-enye m ya ga-enye m ebe m ga-ebi na ya nwe na onwe ya nwere otu ya ga-enye m nke ebe mụnwa ga-ebi mbilizi ebe a ewee nje kọbara ebe m ga na-akọzi rice enye m 1000 ebe m ma na-akọ rice gbọ ọba Ofemili, this is a lovely land. Ebe a amaka ife a ka unu na-eme enjoy sọnsọ unu nwa unu na-eme enjoy ebe a sọnsọ unu a na-akụta azụ na-ele ife a na-eme nke a ụda na-eli ya sọnsọ unu no unu emezila ife a na-efegharị na ndị otu anyị na ebe ndị otu anyị na-eme ife a ife fada foto ese foto nwere ife na-eme ọkụ eseta unu niile foto ka ọ nọ n'elu ife a maka ndị na-ekili ya nụ ịbụ na ọ bataghị ọba Ofemili ọkwa oyibo abataghị ọba oyibo abịaghị ọba and aga m akwanata ebe a bịa bilikwuo n'ọba kama igwe anụkwa m na sinsi ụzọ agafe na ikwezi anị ọnụ n'ọba afa agwaghị ife a na-ele anị ọkwa ife mere eme ndị ọba abụrụgokwa ọgaranya a na-abụzi n'elu ka ọ dị n'ọba ife mere eme eziokwu onye bịa ife a onye nke a Soludo solution we love you ife nwata a na-ekwu n'ebe ne thank you very much thank you I love you too I love you too I love you ụmụ akwụkwọ the students the future is yours. When we talk about free education from primary to basic, truly free education in all the public schools, we're going to rebuild the infrastructure of your schools. We're equipping your teachers. We're going to transform your schools to become smart schools. Mana no smart schools without smart teachers. That's why we're beginning with the teachers. Maka, you can't give what you don't have. First phase of ibunye laptops and work tools, technological driven work tools to our teachers, our head teachers, principals, and so on. I be there, and now gafuna abada, ona abada. One of our neighbors are I get what alone more teachers here. I get what alone more teachers. We are recruiting another 3,000 teachers to add to the new ones we recruited. We recruited 5,000 new teachers. Because we understand it. Without teachers, there is no school. Okay? I guess tell you one thing, your health center nearby, I get me equip. Edozie nya unu ga-enweta doctor and nurses and so on na your health center ebe a. Ụmụ nwaanyị dị ime ha na-enwezi free antenatal free delivery, including cesarean operation. And so far, thousands of them in Anambra delivering free, even with cesarean, and still mortality rate is 0. That's the quality we're bringing. We recruited over 1,000 health professionals in our medical system, public health system. Fancha gelutelo no na Ofemili. Una na anukuya. The leaders from Ofemili, the future leaders. As I look in the faces of these children, these school children here, you never can tell. You don't know who is the future president, who is the future Elon Musk, who is the future billionaires and millionaires of tomorrow. We don't know. And so I get a future. I get these children getting a future. Ndị Ofemili, ndị mono patalife, unu ga-enyekwu aka. Unu no obu na onwele ife, you visited the nearest primary or secondary school to you and see how you can help, because government alone will not. Government alone cannot. The government, the resources in the hand of government, less than 1% of the income in the Anambra. The other 99.something% are in private hands. That's why our strategy for development is based on what we call PPCP, Public-Private Community Partnership. onwere nke gọọmenti ga-alụ, nwee nke private people ga-alụ, nwee nke the community ga-alụ. The basis of Anambra's development or community development. And I say about Ofemili, we will partner with you in all the other areas. If I be here today, but just for me to have the pleasure, a drive from Amansea through Benebe, through Ubenu and Ubene down to Abo Ofemili, for me is one of the greatest joy of my administration to be here in a few minutes. If I be a single angle tata, makana tata bo boss angle boss nina abro bakwa tata bo boss angle I get bido kai jabe echini na I ga on Newi, and the other ones who are going, we will keep commissioning. Abong abrobo a fan of a commission. I just believe that simply just build it for the people and then they start going about it. I'm not a fan of many of the ceremonies, but people have been putting pressure. And they all cannot. I understand last Saturday you have a walk for life along the road. Okay? All the community is trooped out, a walk for life. And they have been asking me, come and commission it. I said, but it's been finished. You guys just drive and go. But I say, whatever we are ready, whatever we have time, we'll come and do commissioning. Today we have come. So they have whispered to me that they have a tape there to be cut. And we are going to go over there to cut it. But the way we have done it so far is to let the people who use the road cut the tape. Who are going to cut the tape? They say a rice farmer and an Okada driver will be the one that will cut the tape. So let's go. Let's go. Traditional. Let's go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Ofemili abagona ma ije agogol ina Ofemili solution na ezigbo nwanne anyị nwoke bụ commissioner for works onye maara ife ọ na-eme simplicity personified. Commissioner Ikenegi, daalụ so much. Is well with you. Yes. Ndị na-eyuzu ya bụ ụzọ ka gọvanọ si n'ọba ga-akọ today. Na ọ bụrụ nke ọ na-abụ eji ọ bụrụ ndị big man. So under na court to tape now. That the road will be officially commissioned.
Channels Television. You've been watching live feeds from Ofemili in Anambra State as Awka North local government area. A historic occasion indeed for Governor Chukwuma Soludo because this road leading to this community was impassable when he came there over 2 years ago, and he made promises that if he should become the governor of the state, he was going to make the people smile, wipe off their tears for a community that's agrarian, known as a food basket in the region. And so that's indeed what he has done today. He says it's a dream come true promise made, promise kept. And of course, the people are calling him Soludo Solution because he has, kept his promise to them, promise of many years ago. And so you see, it's the state tape has been cut. I believe the last road to be commissioned for this particular set of roads. There were many roads commissioned along the way before he got to Ofemili. The first was in Amansea. That was earlier in the day. And then, it was a long trip, to get to Ofemili. Several other projects were commissioned along the way, but this one is one that he said gives him joy to do. And because of what he saw when he got there the other time, it strengthened his resolve to contest for office of governor and the condition of the road in Ofemili. It was said as one of the food baskets of the nation. It was inaccessible, and he resolved to quickly fix the road for the people. The governor mentioned that he's not a man of ceremonies. He believes in build and handover. Several projects that has been done during his time in office, 2 years and a couple of days, has been built and handed over to the people without the pomp and pageantry that comes with these events usually. But this was special. This particular one is special to him, which is why he came personally to ensure that he hands over to the people and he speaks to them as a son of Anambra State, telling them that new things will come, including for the education sector, which will be revamped. He believes that every child deserves a future. Every child deserves to have an equal opportunity to a bright future. And he says, what's good education without good teachers? He has promised to build good schools, to make schools more functional. Anambra State is one of the states regarded as a digital state. They've won several awards in that regard. So he wants to, bring this into the education sector and the health sector as well. But he was particular about education, saying that a lot will change in that sector because you never know, the next president can come from this part of Anambra State. So he was very happy doing that. He also made several other promises, especially the boundary issue between the community, the large stretch of the community, and Enugu State. They're neighbors with some communities across the border in Enugu State. He says that will be resolved very soon. He made reference to the fact that there's arable land here, which is why it's a predominantly agrarian community. And he said there are bound to be issues because of the good land, but that the Boundary Commission will set that straight as soon as possible. To say thank you, Governor, for what you're doing. Soludo Solution is one of their favorite ways of referring to him, because he has promised and he has kept that promise he made to them. He said over 400 kilometers of roads have already been completed in 21 local government, will be completed in 21 local governments, and they are being done simultaneously. By this weekend, that's the second year anniversary, the government will have delivered over 240 kilometers of roads. That's 10 kilometers per month. That's the target, and he said that's what they've been working to achieve, and that his government is determined and very focused to deliver a new Anambra State. All projects delivered without borrowing. That's one of the statements he made very clear to the people that everything that has been done so far has been done without borrowing any money from any bank, but that there are feasibility studies being done on bankable projects which will be rolled out soon once the government clocks 2 years, and for that maybe monies will be borrowed, but those are for projects that are bankable, projects that will create wealth, projects that will make returns for the state and for the people. And for that, a lot of the things that they're doing is a public-private community partnership. Everything being done through the government, through the private people, and then of course the communities will be carried along every step of the way because they will take ownership for a lot of these things.